Continuing with the 21-day challenge, we're going into doing a body scan today, but really it's about stepping into and finding your truth, finding who you are and becoming aware of who you are. So stay tuned, and I talk a little bit about building this foundation that we'll be going through on this challenge, but then also to do a quick little body scan and using it in different situations for, knowing who you are and how you're affected by other situations and other places that you're in. So day 2 of this 21-day challenge for empaths and highly sensitives. And I want this week to be like a foundation week, so like yesterday I went into grounding and just starting to become aware, start to notice when and how you feel when you're grounded and possibly when you're not grounded and the difference in it. And then making it a habit, like start to set that grounding up daily, or even when you're in situations or before you go into, a crowd, and just see how that shifts things. So then today I want to go into doing a body scan so that we can start becoming aware of ourselves, our body, our connection, our awareness, and start just getting that knowledge and that language and connecting deeper within ourselves. And the reason that I want to do this body scan and this awareness in ourselves is because for years I looked outside of me for everything. So I looked outside of me to define my worth. I looked outside of me to go along with others' opinions or, to actually get my own opinion. So think about it in your case. In your case, do you have your own opinions, or do you shift and change with those around you? Do you just kind of pick up what other people are saying and go, yeah, I agree with that too? Or do you actually stand in your own opinion and, have it and own it? And if you do, maybe there's other ways that you are connecting with other people as well and taking on, like I said, like taking on my worth. And in that case, for years, what I would do is it's like, oh, I'm searching after a status, or I'm searching after something that would give me more. And then that means people would like me this way or that way. And if they liked me, having that being liked meant that I was worthy. So I was actually defining my worth based on what I thought other people thought of me, So I was judging and basing my worth on other people's opinions of me, or if they liked me, if they didn't like me. So I had all these conditions built up. And I bring this back around because as an empath or as a highly sensitive, we are looking outside of us. And in many cases, I think all of this relates and connects, and we're looking outside of us and easily shifting ourselves to, what the room needs or what others around us need, picking up on their energies and then kind of harmonizing with them. And I say harmonizing, we're actually taking it on. We're taking on that emotion or that feeling or, those things that we're noticing from the other people. And then it's kind of like, oh, we fit in with the group because we're just like them. And so what I actually want from this challenge is for us to find more within, to actually step into that knowing in ourselves who we are, knowing our bodies, knowing that connection. Because as we get into this wealth of information that's in our bodies, we're not just needing to be like, oh, I need the information from outside of me. I need to pick up on and shift myself to fit in with the group. Instead, you're stepping into your power inside of yourself, and you can then still use these empathetic tools and knowledge that you have. And so in further videos, we'll get more into tapping more into those things and, like progress from there. But I really wanted to start here with this foundation and start with getting connected to yourself. And so, again, take the grounding that you did yesterday and continue to use it daily. And continue to play with it and step into it, be aware of it and how it helps or shifts things for you. So today, we'll do a quick body scan and just notice how your body feels. And you can do the same kind of body scan when you're in a group with people or when you're with a small group or just friends. And again, you don't have to be spending a lot of time on it. You can just do a quick little scan down your body and even ask, how are you? What is going on here? What do I notice in certain areas? What areas of my body are feeling certain things from possibly the group around me? So to get started, we'll just do a really quick, kind of scan of the body and get yourself situated. You can stand up or sit down, anything that feels comfortable to do this quick little scan. And you can start at your head or you can start at your feet. You can actually really start anywhere and just notice sensations, notice feelings. What do you feel? So if we start at the top of our head, what do you notice as you come down, like your face? Is there tightness in certain areas, tension, maybe tingly feelings? What do you notice? Even the back of your head, coming around to your jaw and your neck. Just pay attention and see what it is as you go down and like down your shoulders. And we all tend to, I say we all, many people hold that tension in our shoulders and neck. And you can just notice that tension. If you do have it, if you notice that, take a breath, continue. You can go down your arms, down to your hands, and just, again, notice that feeling and breathe. And if you're in a room with people, where is it that you notice the different feelings or sensations? Like this could be like if you're sitting at home right now and you're not with a group of people, you could have this as your baseline. Like this is where I am. And like notice your chest and your gut, your belly. A lot of times for me, something will come up in that area. Like that's where I get this kind of, panicky feeling or tightness or something will come up in the chest or the gut. And, if you get a gut reaction, intuitive hit of like, I don't feel comfortable here, you might feel that. Or if you're taking on these feelings of anxieties from the group, you might feel that in your chest. So right now you can do this kind of like, oh, where I am right now, I feel comfortable, at ease. This is just a baseline for where my body is when it feels at ease. And you could then take the same idea and do a quick body scan when you're in other situations. And you could give yourself that kind of like, here's a baseline. Oh, here's when I'm taking on anxiety from other people. And you become aware of it more and more in your body. By continuing that scan down your body, you can go down your back, just feeling the shape, like feeling the curve of the spine and how it feels. And you can breathe again if you need to. Down to your pelvis and hips. Like how are you seated in your lower back? Like if you feel tightness in there or if it feels easy and comfortable. And then down your legs. There's any tightness or areas that feel kind of stiff, and continue down your legs to your feet, to your ankles and your toes and feet. And this again is just a baseline of where you are. So take this throughout your day and into tomorrow. And again, you can ground yourself and you can play with this body scan. And just reiterating how helpful it is as we start to step into ourselves and our awarenesses about ourselves. Like it's not just kind of passively letting things happen to us And for me, definitely as an empath, for so long, I just let things happen to me. And I would be panicky and I would, be like, oh, I have to recover afterwards. And it's like, I don't want to be in a place where I'm recovering afterwards. I actually want to take back my power and be in my own power and use my power for me, but also in good ways, to help others along the way. So play with this throughout the day and continue to go forward, and maybe again choose different places where you have a second where you're like, oh, I actually want to play with this in this situation. Let me see how my body feels here. And you can give yourself different kind of like landmarks, or what's the word I'm looking for? It's like you can give yourself goalposts of like, oh, this is what it feels like in this situation. This is what it feels like here. This is how my body is communicating with me. So thank you for joining me today. I am AmyC with You Finding You, and do take a look at my Patreon page. The link is in the dialog box below. And I go further into other explorations and other ways to connect with your body, to gain that awareness within you, and really to step into your truth, like to know who you are. So take a look at that. And thank you again for joining me. And if you are enjoying the series, do hit that like, share, and subscribe button. And thanks again. I'll see you in the next video.